How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We are actually getting ready for the Concord show, which is happening this weekend, and we just got not one but two PSA packages back. Wasn't expecting these until next week, but I am super excited to get them back in now, so I have more new cards for the cases. Let's go ahead and get inside both of these PSA returns. All right, we have two PSA returns here. We have one that was the May special, so this is higher ended cards. I believe they're two Japanese cards, two specifically that I got in Japan, so I'm super happy about those coming back. And it looks like we have PSA bulk submission that we sent a long time ago. I honestly don't remember what's in this stack, so this is going to be a surprise on its own. We're going to look at the Japanese cards first. I know what the grades are because they upcharged me on these cards. Both of them are Charizards. You guys saw it in my Instagram. The first one is a Charizard Gold Star. This is the one that got upcharged. When I saw this card in Japan, I thought it would be a PSA 4 or 5 worthy. It is pretty worn out, as you guys can see. And I think I pretty much paid the equivalent of 500 USD, and this ended up getting a PSA 6. And then the other one is a Crystal Charizard. This one was very heavily played, as you guys can tell. Lots of wear, very loved. It is no surprise that it got a PSA 1. Very cool to see is that there's actually a swirl behind Charizard, so if you guys can see that. Super excited to have both of these higher ended Japanese cards from Japan. Very beautiful cards, especially them in a slab now. Super excited to get these back. As you guys notice, we're going to be using this pom-pom sticker that my wife just gave me. We're going to be looking through this bulk submission. I don't even know what's in here. Hopefully we have some heat. I know I've been waiting for a PSA restock because we are just running out of inventory. If you guys are ever looking to sell us cards, we're always buying. Feel free to hit us up through DM on our Instagram. Our Instagram link is in the description. We can tell we have a Topps Pokemon Scyther. This is the clear version. This looked like a relatively clean copy. I really don't know how to evaluate these cards because I just don't really see a lot of these clear cards of Pokemon. It looked like it could be a PSA 9 or PSA 10. That's why we sent it in. This one got a PSA 9. Dragonite EB Games exclusive. So not the GameStop, but the EB Games. This got a PSA 9. Lugia V-Star Prize Pack. This is the one that has like the play icon on it. And this got a PSA 10. Very nice. I'll take it. Speaking of prize packs, here's a Mew EX as well as a prize pack. We've sold multiple of these in a PSA 9 and they do sell for a pretty penny, especially if you can get the raw copy for a deal. I've been picking these up at card shows whenever I can. This one got a PSA 10. Wow, nice. I've never gotten a PSA 10 of this, so very excited to see that. How about a Mimikyu Pokemon Center promo? We had multiple copies of the Pokemon Center version that we picked up in a collection. There was only maybe one or two of them that were in contention of a PSA 10, so we sent those. So hopefully we can score 10s on this. This is a PSA 9, unfortunately. Here's the other copy that we sent. Hopefully we can score a 10 on this. PSA 10, very nice. Garchomp Giratina promo tag team. Ooh, these are really hard to grade. Once again, we had a bunch of these from a collection. We only picked out a couple to send to PSA, hoping that they would score a 10. So hopefully we can get a gem mint on this. This one got a PSA 10, very nice. Jesse and James, as you guys can tell off the back, this card is mangled. Has a crease right down the middle, as you guys can see that. I believe we sent this in knowing that it was damaged, but because of the Destined Rivals hype as well as the Team Rocket set that was in Japan that got released, we definitely wanted to submit this to PSA. It'd probably just sell a lot quicker by it being slabbed even in damaged condition as opposed to selling it raw. So we sent this out to PSA and this got a PSA 2. Moving on to Metagross illustration rare. A lot of these illustration rares are starting to pick up steam and price, especially in a 10. There's just pop on them is so low that the prices are going outrageously high. Things like the Groudon, Steelix. We sent in a card that had a potential of a 10, so we're hoping for a 10. This one got a PSA 10. Very nice. Gardevoir EX, the special illustration rare from Paldean Fates. Modern card. Anything that we send typically that's modern era, we're expecting a 10 unless it's damaged otherwise. But most of the time, as you guys know from our previous videos, we like to send a lot of older, vintage, harder to find cards because regardless of the grade, there is going to be a premium to them just because they're really hard. Whenever we submit these like modern cards, we're aiming for a 10. Otherwise, we wouldn't have submitted them otherwise. And we would have probably just sold it raw. But this one got a PSA 10. How about a Slowpoke and Psyduck GX? Tag teams are all the hype. This one looked like it had a potential of a 10. That's why we submitted it. Tag teams are really, really big right now, especially the popular ones, such as this one. This one got a PSA 10. Very nice. Here's the other Garchomp Giratina GX. This one got a 10 as well. Very nice. I'm happy about that. Here's another Mimikyu Pokemon Center. Hopefully we can score 2 10s in this return. This one got a 10 as well. Very nice. Squirtle first edition. If it's first edition, it's going to be shadowless, unless of course that's the Machamp, which is a deck exclusive. Not quite sure what grade we have of this in my PC, but this one we submitted because it looked relatively clean, as you guys can tell. It's got a tiny bit of whitening, but not a ton of wear typical of first edition stuff. But this got a PSA 8, very nice, very strong grade. Garchomp Giratina, this is the full art version. This is not the alternate art, but we wanted to submit this because it has both Garchomp and Giratina. Full art from Unified Minds, which is super expensive right now. This had a potential of a 10, but I wasn't counting on it. Hopefully we can get at least a 9. This one got a... Ooh, this one got a 10. Very nice. Here's the last Garchomp Giratina GX from the promo. Hopefully we can score all 3 10s. We can, nice. Here's another one for my PC, Magma versus Aqua Squirtle. Looked relatively clean. I don't believe I have this at all in my PC, so hopefully getting a decent grade I'd be super ecstatic with. This one got a PSA 8, very nice, I'll take that. Got a Kingdra EX special illustration rare from Shrouded Fable. This one got a PSA 10. Last couple cards, we have a N from the collection promo. This looked relatively clean. From the back, it looks clean. I see a couple of white dots on the edges, so definitely not 10 worthy, but this card is very, very expensive and has a super popular community behind him, especially with A Journey Together coming back out. People are rekindling their love for N, and we found a relatively clean copy and we want to send it off to grading. This one got a PSA 8, very nice. And the last card of this bulk submission is a full art Nita from Team Up. Like I said, we submitted this because we thought it had a contention of a 10, and this one got a PSA 10. Very nice.